SDSU came back in game 2 and won 95-80. So plenty of offensive potential here tonight as Alex Arians will run it up against Francis Latzis for Oral Roberts. Taylor Shireman going in against Carlos Jurgens. And a miss on the first shot for South Dakota State. Starting on us brought to you by Dakota Bank. SDSU switching it up a little bit tonight.
Yeah, Noah Friedel not starting. Neither is Matt Dentlinger. So Eric Henderson going with a little bit of a smaller lineup, and I think one that's a little bit more defensive minded as you see Charlie Easley out there.
Zeke Mayo to start as well. Mayo knocks it away there. Easley gets the assignment on Asmus, and SDSU will switch it here early. 3 no good for Asmus. Arians rebound.
Oral Roberts is a team that isn't heavy in the post, so South Dakota State, I think, trying to match up with this lineup a little bit better with them defensively, but they will take advantage of this if they can. And this is Douglas Wilson going inside. Shuffle the feet, though.
Stays in front, and took Wilson a little while to get going Monday night as well. A couple of turnovers just like that. And then he got going for 16 points in that one to lead SDSU to a 89-57 win over Kansas City on Monday night. Oral Roberts was at South Dakota, won that game 82-73.
Now, the other thing this lineup gives South Dakota State the flexibility to do, you mentioned it in the first possession, Tom, and that's switching screens. So let's see, do the Jackrabbits look to switch a lot of the screening action here? Because this guy with the ball, Max Asmus, they love the ball screen action for him to try to get him freed up and let him penetrate. There it is right there.
Doug Wilson switches out on Asmus. Corner 3 for Jurgens. Doug Wilson rebound. This is basically the starting 5 for Oral Roberts from that team that went to the Sweet 16 last year, except for Kevin O'Banner. Weaver for 3. Again, Oral Roberts second in the country right now in 3-pointers made per game. They make better than 13 a game. And SDSU is the percentage leader in the NCAA at better than 44%. Mayo, the freshman for the Jacks, drops it in.
Well, Zeke Mayo of late has not been playing like a freshman. He has been terrific for this team. Really efficient scorer off the bench and now starting here tonight.
Clear out for Weaver against Wilson. Tough shot. SDSU on the boards with Shireman.
So even though these teams like the three-point shot, they're going to try to get these post touches when they can. Good offense will start with inside-outside game.
Deep 3 for Baylor Shireman. Asmus throw back to Jurgens. Couldn't get Weaver inside, but a foul on Shireman on the drive. Fifth year now for Paul Mills as the head coach at Oral Roberts. And the fantastic run in the NCAA tournament last year, beat Ohio State.
Beat Florida on top of that and almost beat Arkansas.
Was searching for that second win, but yeah, lost in the Sweet 16. Jurgens, the answer at the other end.
That's huge for Oral Roberts. If they can get Carlos Jurgens going from the three-point line. He's really struggled from there this year. One of the few players on their team that has struggled shooting it. And again, on this end, you see South Dakota State getting the post touch. They're letting Wilson go right at the Shane Weaver inside. And for Oral Roberts, they're glad to see Weaver on the floor. He missed the entire second half in Vermillion. Looked like he got nicked up a little bit in that game.
3 good for Kareem Thompson. Thompson, huge game in that Summer League tournament game back in March at 22. And the Oral Roberts win in the semis. Arians gets a little step, draws the D. Shireman trying to scoop. Weaver holds him off.
Who plays 32 minutes a game and has the ball in his hands a lot, and he does go to the bench to protect him because we're only 4 minutes in.
Luke Apple comes in for Shireman. Thompson on the pull-up. Couple of jumpers early for Kareem Thompson. And 8 straight points for ORU.
Well, you mentioned how well Thompson was playing at the end of the season last year. Look at Oral Roberts' postseason run through the tournament of the Summit League and the NCAAs. And Thompson was huge. And quite frankly, Tom, he's kind of been absent a lot this year in their non-con, only averaging about 6, but he's off to a terrific start now.
There is Elijah Lufile checking in for the first time for ORU. Trey Phipps, one of their transfers as well. Wilson finally got loose around Lotz's first bucket for Douglas Wilson. That last ORU foul on the way on Weaver. Beasley trying to stay in front of Asmus. Wow. First 2 for Asmus, who led Division I in scoring last year at 24.5 points a game.
And he gets a lot of attention because he can really bomb the three-point shot. Makes over 4 a game, but I tell you, he's maybe even more lethal off the bounce.
Oh, what a great pass by Mayo, but Apple couldn't finish it off, but he gets to the free throw line.
Watch out if Zeke Mayo starts making plays like this. And we talked about the freshman getting the start tonight in a beautiful dish to Apple, and probably should have been a three-point play. Apple didn't get the shot to go from close range.
Foul on Francis Lotzis. Luke Apple coming off back-to-back games of 17 at Missouri State, and then he had 13 here against Kansas City on Monday night.
But probably drew a lot of ribbing from his teammates because he was the only one that missed a free throw. And the Jacks were 29 of 30 at the line here 2 nights ago, and he went 1 for 2 there.
Here's Phipps. Fantastic shooter as well, out to Lotzis. Charlie easily tried to run down the rebound, comes away though to ORU. Douglas Wilson to tap on it, and Phipps will come away. Thompson off the ankles of an SDSU player, then he knocks it out of bounds.
You won't see these two teams get this loose with the ball very often, but fumbling it everywhere in that possession.
Apple against Lufile.
Here you go, back up post going at each other.
Wow, Apple started that drive at the three-point line, shut off by Lufile. 3 for Charlie Easley, who is shooting it fantastic. He's got that wrist bandaged up that he hurt way back early in workouts before the season got started, but he is really shooting it well.
Yeah, don't take the bandage off the arm there, or the wrist, because he is now 18 for 29 on three-pointers this year.
2 3-pointers down for each side. Here's Phipps. Beasley hustles for the rebound. Phipps, a transfer from Oklahoma. Apple charges into Lufile, gets it on the rim and in.
You're seeing why Eric Henderson loved to bring Luke Apple off the bench. He's a great offensive spark for them. Very aggressive in the low post.
8-2 run for South Dakota State to get back in the lead. Asmus gets it with the shot clock at 10. Thompson cut off by Arians, and the ball on the sideline with the shot clock at 2.
Defending either one of these teams is a really difficult task. And Eric Henderson wants his team to really be up, pressuring, taking away some vision for Oral Roberts. They're doing it this possession.
Asmus gets loose in the corner, quick 3. Thompson pulls it down though. Fresh 20. Easily got a hand on it, but it was out of bounds on the side.
South Dakota State was very fortunate on that out-of-bounds play. They give Max Asmus a wide-open look from the corner, and he doesn't knock it in. He'll make more of those than he'll miss. But I tell you, this is something to watch early in the game, and that's the rebounding. And Oral Roberts is an undersized team, but they're actually really good on the old glass. And the reason why, Tom, they shoot a lot of threes, and there's a lot of long rebounds. And Oral Roberts is really good at running those down.
Isaac McBride checks in, transfer from Vanderbilt. Matty Mims in as well for South Dakota State, along with Matt Dentlinger. Shot clock was at 1. Phipps got it on the rim, and the ball's loose. Dentlinger comes down with it. Easley had a peek at a 3. Arians blocked by Weaver, and Lotsis with the board.
There's another thing that Oral Roberts does well. They lead the Summit League in block shots. They can rim protect. And there's Asmus again getting to the rim. That's what makes him such a great scorer. I mean, you can try to lock up his three-point game, but he is quick enough to get around you.
Arians slips loose for 3. Knew he left it short. Comes away to Easley, though. Dentlinger got a hand on it inside for SDSU. Here's Mims. Tough pull-up for Mims. Dentlinger again with the tap. Easley can't come up with it. And McBride picks it off the floor.
Good job by SDSU meeting Max Asmus early as he crossed midcourt there.
Dougie Wilson back in. He got by Weaver early, and then Lotsis comes over. And a foul will go on Francis Lotsis, and that'll be his second.
When Doug Wilson's been in this game, it has been a steady dose of getting him touches. Not that that's unusual for SDSU, but they really are playing through their senior center. And if you're looking out here and you've been watching for a little while and you're thinking, okay, this SDSU team looks a little different. There's some guys not out there right now. Baylor Shireman on the bench with 2 fouls. He picked those up early. Noah Friedel did not start this game and has yet to appear.
And Doug Wilson has made 12 straight free throws now. 2 for 2 tonight. He was 10 for 10 against Kansas City. He's had 2 games of 10 for 10 at the free throw line so far this season. Weaver rising up, left it short. Oral Roberts is top 10 in the country in three-point attempts, and they are true to form so far tonight. That's 10 threes taken already. Zeke Mayo, drive and score. 4 for Mayo.
To your point, Tom, 10 threes attempted by Oral Roberts on 14 shots. Now, on average, they shoot about half of their shots from the three-point line, and that is a huge percentage of threes, but even more than that tonight.
Lots of space in the middle of the floor for Weaver, and then Lotsis with the putback.
You cannot sleep on Oral Roberts on the O glass. They will crash it. And Lotsis, one of the best.
Doug Wilson did make his first career 3 at Missouri State a couple of weeks ago. It's to Dentlinger, shot clock at 3. It's got to go up. And Big Dent up and in. They want him to be much more aggressive offensively.
And they needed that late shot clock. They got the ball into his hands. He had to make something happen. And South Dakota State attacking continually inside.
Again, it's like half the floor is open for Weaver to go to work, and he does. Lotsis, though, got the tap on it and the save.
And Douglas Wilson is not blocking out Lotsis inside like he needs to.
Jacks catch a break on the missed 3 by McBride.
And it is a break right now because Oral Roberts in this game, 2 of 11 from 3. They're a much better shooting team than that.
Mims hit from behind by Phipps. So Shireman is going to come back now for the Jacks. Shireman and Easley and Luke Apple back in. Shireman got that second foul at the 15:50 mark. Apple to Shireman, right back at him. 2 threes as well for Shireman, and SDSU by 8.
Well, just simply a matter of shooting percentage. SDSU's been the more efficient team in this game by far when it comes to making hoops.
No threes yet for Asmus. Got a couple of twos. Miss by Phipps. Phipps at 13 at South Dakota, made 3 of 4 at the three-point line, but cool start so far for ORU. Wilson trying to get the lead to double digits. Weaver, though, has done a very nice job keeping him away from the basket.
Yeah, they're just really doing a nice job, just forcing Wilson to have to go one way, throwing him off balance, and then there is the versatility of Deshang Weaver. He is a 43% shooter from deep. You don't see that a lot out of 6'7" guys.
Asmus averages 21. Weaver is second on the team at 11 a game. Luke Apple, a rare 3, and that skips up. Foul on Wilson coming out.
All around the floor.
Out of the timeout, they ran the set for Lufile, who lost it, got it back. First bucket for big man Elijah Lufile, who was out all last year with an injury. And kind of a post presence for ORU without Kevin O'Banner this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that's different from last year's team. They had Kevin O'Banner, who's now at Texas Tech, starting for the Red Raiders.
Back to Apple, trying to work again against Lufile. Lufile and Weaver are walling it up inside, but Apple again, he's got 5.
Now Luke Apple's really become a scorer that SDSU can rely on. They get the ball to him in the low post, and he is really scoring with great efficiency.
Phipps clears a little space and scores. First bucket for Trey Phipps.
Now Phipps and McBride off the bench for Oral Roberts. Those are two guys that are really key to their success scoring it.
Apple, a little too quick that time. Turnover. Pretty clean early on, though. Just 5 total turnovers, 3 on South Dakota State.
And I would expect that to continue. These teams really take pretty good care of it, despite having high volume when it comes to possessions per game.
And just the pace, even in the half court, is pretty frantic.
Yeah,
Phipps
these guys move it.
Take advantage of Shireman, who's got the 2 fouls. Missed it, though.
Well, even though Shireman's got plenty of length to bother things.
Transition 3 by Mayo. Back down by Charlie Easley. Second chance, and Shireman with 3 threes. And South Dakota State back up by 6.
He has not missed in this game from the three-point line. And Baylor Shireman, despite that foul trouble, has made a huge impact for SDSU.
Asmus, just 4 points so far. He does have 3 assists. McBride got by Mayo and then gets tied up with Apple. And it stays with Oral Roberts.
Tom, I think a big key for SDSU is they're getting the ball out of Max Asmus' hands early in a possession, and then they're not letting it get back to him very easily. You look Monday night, again, he went for 32 against USD. The 9th time in his career he's gone for 30 plus. And it's because he did a lot of it with the ball in his hands right away in a possession.
Ooh, good move by Thompson, getting shut off and then spinning in. That's 7 for Kareem Thompson.
Oh, Roberts going zone here. You think, gosh, can you go zone against a team that shoots it this well from 3? We'll see.
Dougie Wilson cleans it up and in.
And that's what you worry about playing zone, is the O glass. On the backside, Wilson, too athletic and too big.
Wow, Lufile set that high screen and then ends up with the bucket off the assist from Phipps.
Just some miscommunication there by SDSU, rotating to take away Lufile near the rim. And there's the zone defense. You see it right there.
Apple could have had the jumper instead, made the mistake this time of trying to take it at Lufile.
Yeah, you're not going to move Lufile inside. Too much mass.
Reach in on Charlie Easley, his first foul. But this ORU offense is interesting the way they might set a screen up there with the big man. Maybe it's just a look and go.
And they like to just create a lot of disruption, I think. So they'll have their trailer, the guy that throws it in, just kind of get in your way a little bit and let Max Asmus play off of that. And Asmus is terrific with the ball in his hands. Again, I think SDSU's doing a pretty good job keeping it out of his hands once he gives it up.
More of a rub than a screen most times up top there. And Jax with a block. Arians carries it the other way. On the attack and picked off by Phipps, and he comes away with it.
A mistake that time. Arians left his feet.
SDSU's all kind of switched up right now. Dentlinger. Nice job though against Kareem Thompson. Easily on the back cut. That was a fantastic pass by Shireman, but Asmus just across half court, and that skips out.
Asmus 0 for 3 from the three-point line, and has had one clean look, but two of them like that, a little bit deep.
Shireman again. And he missed about 6 minutes on the bench, but Shireman with 11 for SDSU.
Yeah, he's played 10 minutes in this game, already has 11 points to lead all scorers.
Asmus left it out there right in the hands of Shireman. Arians going to go in against Lotsis and for Lotsis.
Yes, that's where they will miss his presence, is on the glass. Oral Roberts is kind of a little bit struggling right now just to figure out what's going to work for them on this end. The three-point shot hasn't gone down. Their first 20 attempts were 13 of them were threes, and now 8 of their last 9 they've gone for the two-point shot.
Charlie Easley staying in front of Asmus. Another 3 that won't go down, but another offensive rebound to Shane Weaver. Asmus caught it on the run, lost it on the run. That bounces off the board. Shot clock did not reset, but Weaver finishes it off.
That's some kind of crazy pinball action there, but Oral Roberts will take it.
Mayo bumped by McBride. That'll be 6 fouls on Oral Roberts.
I think when you look at the difference in this game, is this South Dakota State's been able to get more paint touches and attacking. It's starting to get that ball there, and then that's freed them up for some better looks from the perimeter. Gotten to the foul line a little bit more too. Here they go again.
Matt Dentlinger 2 for 2.
And South Dakota State has done a terrific job with this guy right here, Max Asmus. He's only got 4 points so far.
Juergens came back in for McBride. Carlos Juergens a deep 3, and
that's just not the shot that Oral Roberts wants. Juergens not a terrific shooter, and Asmus is sitting over there. He's only taken 5 shots in this game.
ORU 3 for 16 now. Lob to Dentlinger in the lead.
Who's taking the threes for Oral Roberts?
There's Asmus, who's only taken 5 shots. He's got 2 layups for 4 points. Thompson.
That's a really nice closeout by Douglas Wilson. You don't have that luxury very often to let your foreman come out and do that SDSU does.
Juergens, nice little up and under to get around Mayo, but cleaned off by Arians. Wilson spinning, hanging, Kareem Thompson rebound. And at this end, SDSU a little more aware now that maybe Oral Roberts doesn't want to take the 3.
Yep. They're trying to gap it a little bit more, make sure you got some helpers.
Juergens the wide open, and just the 3 will not fall for ORU.
And SDSU's going to let guys like Juergens keep taking the threes. They're going to take their chances with that. Percentage-wise, those numbers are in SDSU's favor, and that's why they're winning this game right now.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys shooting 40%, but Juergens comes in at 16% so far at the three-point line. Wilson going to take it against Lufile and throw it into the hands of Asmus. Phipps skips it. Thompson picks it up and in. All right, South Dakota State can play for the last shot. Ismail Platt has checked in here for the final 23 seconds. Up there, up top against Shireman. Arians takes it to 10. Mayo for three. Knocked out, though, by ORU with 1.3 seconds.
As you evaluate this first half, the reason SDSU's ahead defensively, what they've done, they've shut down Oral Roberts' three-point attack.
Shireman at the buzzer. Day night in the second half at South Dakota, but Weaver with 5 at the half, and here we go with Alex Arians at the controls. Again, Zeke Mayo and Charlie Easley in the starting lineup tonight for South Dakota State. Here's Wilson going against Lufile. Couple of swift moves for Wilson, but left it short.
Yeah, Lufile's not going anywhere, and Lufile getting the start in this second half. He did the same thing on Monday night, and guess who gets things rolling for Oral Roberts?
First three of the night for Asmus, who played every minute in the first half. He played 40 minutes on Monday night in the opener.
And he only took 5 shots. That can't happen for Oral Roberts to be successful.
Zeke Mayo answer at the other end. First 3 for him tonight. And South Dakota State is 5 of 10 so far at the three-point line.
They've just taken high quality ones.
Juergens coming off that screen rub. Off to Asmus, rattle out, Charlie Easley rebound.
That's a great play by Asmus, realizing the overplay, just didn't finish it.
Zeke Mayo again. On the catch, little look off to open up the lane, and then the floater good for Mayo.
He plays with such poise and under control, does not look like a young freshman out there. And now he's switched on a tough defensive assignment, picked up a foul.
Asmus was going down, and they said Mayo pushed him down.
Now, there was definitely contact there. I think that's a good call. And it doesn't hurt that you're one of the best players in the conference. You're going to earn those, and rightfully so.
Yeah, Mayo got that left hand in there, caught him. Juergens wanted to clear it out against Shireman. Kick out Weaver, and another 3 that rattles out for ORU. Mayo again, rhythm. Could not get it down. He's already scored 5 in a row.
There's that screen right there, and SDSU has switched it, whether it's a true ball screen or that rub. And here's the versatility of Wilson.
Thompson has been very good on that turnaround jump shot out to Juergens. Got his own, though, as SDSU did not put a body on him, and then Juergens out of bounds with it on the far side.
Yeah, you won't see Baylor Shireman give up a defensive rebound very often, but he did it there. And this speaks to how much Juergens means to them in the hustle plays in those categories.
Both coaches up, getting excited.
It's good. We need that.
Big matchup early on in the
nice.
Summit. Wilson back to Mayo. 7 straight points for Zeke Mayo coming out of the locker room.
That's 2 assists by SDSU's big man Wilson.
Charlie Easley staying in front of Asmus.
Yeah, Easley's done a pretty good job on Asmus so far in this game.
Couldn't hold him out that time, though. Asmus with a quick 5 and a timeout with the lead still at 11.
Well, Zeke Mayo has really done a nice job starting this half for SDSU. Pretty backdoor pass. And the Jacks have extended their lead.
The Summer League excited to welcome fans back to the dance for the 2022 Summer League Basketball Tournament, March 5th through the 8th at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. Go to the summerleague.org/tickets for details. ORU, the defending Summer League Tournament champions. And South Dakota State by 11 here early in the second half. Great pass by Shireman. Fantastic catch. And in for Wilson. Asmus got downhill and thought Thompson was coming to the hoop, and they say that SDSU touched it last.
You can see already, though, in this half, Max Asmus is a lot more aggressive. He's trying to make things happen for his team offensively, and kind of hid and got lost in the shuffle in that first half, and that's what got Oral Roberts down in this game.
Thompson cut off by Arians. Asmus banks it in from straight away.
But you could see Charlie Easley was draped all over him. Let's see if that can spark Oral Roberts, but they got to start getting some stops on this end.
Got one here. Lotsis picks it up. Asmus already 8 points here to open the second half. He's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, he's got all of Oral Roberts' points in this half. 8 of them already.
Got Wilson switched off on him. Jacks collapsed. Jurgens passed on the 3. And now bounces off of Arians and up and in.
And this is an Oral Roberts team. I mean, they can get it going offensively, and they can heat it up quick. They string together a few stops on this end, and they can get this game right back to a close one.
Wilson, great move to get around Weave.
Kind of the offense we started to expect here. I mean, these two teams combined have hit 7 of their last 8 shots. We've already got 22 points scored total between these two teams here to start out. Not bad for 4 minutes.
Apple comes in for Wilson. Douglas Wilson, free throw watch, by the way. He's made 14 in a row in the last 2 games. And the lead is back to 10. Max Asmus has hit a couple of threes. He's got 8 here to start the second half. Lotsis to Kareem Thompson.
And because Max Asmus is being more aggressive, he's drawing more attention. That can free up his teammates.
Great catch by Easley to keep it in play.
Airmailed that thing and easily saved it.
Apple all the way across to Mayo. Mayo back to Shireman for 3. Baylor Shireman has hit 4 threes on 5 attempts.
He's having a terrific night on the offensive end.
Lotsis, board and in. Francis Lotsis again got limited by fouls in that first half. Had 7 rebounds in the first half. And the putback here.
Yeah, that's why they need him out there, though. He is so aggressive on the glass.
Easily runs into a double team, and then Lotsis goes down and ties him up, and it goes over to Oral Roberts. Matt Dentlinger comes in for South Dakota State. And Matt Mims checking in for Charlie Easley.
Again, no Noah Friedel in this game yet for SDSU. Didn't start, didn't play in the first half. And to SDSU's credit, Tom, without their leading scorer out there, they haven't missed a beat, though, offensively. So he is here dressed. I mean, I think that speaks to how good a team this is offensively when you can not have your leading scorer out there and averaging 18 points a game. And albeit he has struggled some of late shooting it, this team has so many offensive weapons.
As do these guys. Kareem Thompson, another 3. He's got 14.
That's double his season average. And as we talked about in the first half, I think the expectations for Thompson maybe coming into the season were for him to be a double-figure scorer for this Oral Roberts team. He's doing it tonight.
Apple against Lotsis, and Lotsis picks up his 4th foul.
And that's really good coaching and recognition from the SDSU bench. You go at Lotsis with those 3 fouls. And Lotsis had trouble guarding in the low post Monday night against USD. They attacked him there. Tassos Camoteros had his way with him, and that time it's Apple going right at the forward for Oral Roberts, and he's going to have to go to the bench now.
And they leave Lotsis out there. Lufile, I think they made a mistake here. Lufile was supposed to check in,
yeah,
I think.
they did make a big mistake, and they're just not recognizing it.
Lotsis, but Weaver comes back out. They're immediately bringing Weaver back to the table to go in for Lotsis. And meanwhile, Apple missed them both.
Lotsis has got to be super careful, even on this end. Do not pick up an offensive foul.
Ooh, put a little wing out there against Apple, and then Apple blocked it out, and now Weaver will come in.
Lotsis, I mean, you know you've got 4. Why even drive it here? And they do get him out of there now. Great anticipation there by Mayo.
Weaver's running with him. Mayo, the finish. Zeke Mayo with 9 already here in the second half. He's got 13.
Well, Mayo played at a big-time high school, Lawrence, Kansas. And I tell you what, his transition to college basketball could not have gone smoother. He is really playing well here. He's got 13 now.
Thompson for 3. Weaver with the rebound, and they're going to get Apple for the foul inside. ORU stacking up some offensive rebounds.
Exactly what I was about to say. Oral Roberts recognizes in a night where they haven't shot it normally as well as they usually do, go after the O glass. And this is the team that gets about 12 of them a game, which puts them in the top 75 in the country in that stat.
Got another one, Weaver.
And a lot of it is just that. It's long rebounds. Oral Roberts great at running those down and using their athleticism.
Thompson searching, Phipps shut off. Trey Phipps has not hit on a 3 yet. And Matty Mims down with the board.
Now that's been the key thing in this game. You got guys like Phipps now 0 for 5, Jurgens 1 for 5. That's what I mean when I'm saying who's taking the threes.
Matt Dentlinger on the attack, going to the free throw line.
And on this end, SDSU continuing to attack. A lot of shots at the rim for the Jackrabbits. And the fouls starting to mount. That's 3 on Weaver. We already talked about Lotsis with 4. Paul Mills, that's his starting 4 and 5 men in this game. Now both of them in foul trouble with still almost 13 minutes to go. And so he's going to have to go small here. He's going to put McBride in for Weaver. And that shifts Kareem Thompson down to that 4 spot.
Jacks have missed 3 of the last 4 at the free throw line. But ORU's not been able to knock this lead under 8 yet.
Look at how much SDSU is frustrating Oral Roberts, just initiating their offense.
Mims knocked it away. Shot clock to 10. Thompson back out to McBride.
And I know I've commented about McBride, Phipps, some of these guys taking threes, and those guys are good three-point shooters. It's just not going in tonight. So what else can you do to help your team? Oral Roberts has to get that part figured out here.
ORU's taken 28 threes, made 6 of them. Dentlinger with a block. Right back to McBride, though. Phipps second half. And the lead has gotten to 8, but ORU not able to get closer than that yet. Max Asmus, 12 points so far, 5 of 11 shooting. Charlie Easley makes him give it up to McBride, and there's the 3. First points of the night for Isaac McBride. And ORU within 6 now.
You look at what ORU did Monday night in their win at South Dakota, and it was guys like McBride who had 16, Phipps with 13. Tom, SDSU got great production off their bench Monday night as well, but tonight it's been a lot more of this. It's been the guys in the starting lineup for the Jacks.
Wilson takes the hit. A dozen for Doug Wilson.
Whoever coached Douglas Wilson lately in free throws is hired. He's hit 10 for 10 last night. He's a perfect 5 for 5 tonight. Maybe it's that new mouthpiece he's got going.
Thompson tried to feed it into the corner to McBride. It's out of bounds off the Eagles. Just the 6th turnover of the night against Oral Roberts. A patient possession here for South Dakota State, and they throw it away. 8 South Dakota State turnovers. Phipps, stop, pop, rattle, and in for Phipps. His first 3 of the night.
That's a great look for Phipps, who is a terrific shooter. Got his feet set that time.
Wilson goes quick, rising over Lufile, and Lufile down with the board. ORU's hit 5 threes so far here in the second half. Another one on the way for Phipps is good, back-to-back. McBride. But he and Phipps have hit 3 in a row now, and the lead down to 3.
Well, what did we say about Oral Roberts in their three-point shooting? This is a team that can really fill it up. They were 3 of 18 first half. They are 6 of 13 this half, and that's gotten this game closer.
They have clamped it down at this end as well. SDSU a little tentative offensively. Mims got to get something up here, and Jacks turn it over again.
Yeah, the turnovers here of late. That's what's fueled this quick run by Oral Roberts. 6-zip here in the last minute or so.
Zeke Mayo with 13, Baylor Shireman with 14, and Douglas Wilson with 13 as well for the Jacks. Asmus, step back, got hit on the 3.
Percentage really great as well.
Asmus had a 38-point game against Tulsa this year. He had 29 against Oklahoma State. South Dakota State, though, turns it over, or almost did, and then Wilson got it and got fouled going up by Kareem Thompson.
SDSU should have turned this over. I mean, very loose with it again, but the ball just bounced their way. Tough break for Oral Roberts, who's really increased their intensity on the defensive end here in the last few minutes of this game to take their first lead in quite some time. Wilson continues to find a new rhythm at the line, man. I mean, he's 65% on the year, but he's hit his last 17 in a row.
Great crowd in here tonight trying to come alive, and Lufile with the silencer. Asmus kind of lost it, but Lufile with the hammer to put ORU back up by 1. And now a foul on McBride. Will be the 16th foul on ORU.
Possibly been a kick ball there. Hit Asmus's foot.
Wilson wants to go at Thompson. Took a little hit on the arm. The tap, no good. Wilson trying to get it, and Asmus comes down with it.
This might be a blessing in disguise for Oral Roberts. When Lotsis went out with those 4 fouls, Thompson's been matched up on Wilson since then, and it's worked in Oral Roberts' favor.
McBride taken away by Zeke Mayo's got Wilson running one way.
SDSU will make you pay when you turn it over. A great team in transition.
Asmus again lost the handle, but here's Thompson. McBride again, and Luke Apple clears it off. The handoff to 3, Mayo no, Lufile rebound.
Not the quality three-point looks that SDSU's been getting most of this game there. But here's the key. Can SDSU keep this guy, Max Asmus, from exploding? He's already got 12 in this half alone.
Phipps, no, Shireman. To take advantage here as Charlie easily lines up 3. Very good look there, but Jackson missed their last 2.
Both these teams are gassed big time. They can't wait for the under-8 timeout.
Turned into a 3-point shooting contest in the last.
Look at Douglas Wilson there.
Couple times down.
Wilson scored their last 7 points here, but Apple gonna attack. Who can grit this out? These are key possessions here as the crowd really coming to life.
Next stop will be the timeout, but McBride trying to get downhill. The couple of heavyweights in the summer league. Made a good one with 6.5 to go. ORU did come back from 13 down to take the lead for a moment. SDSU's grabbed it back. Shireman on the follow-away, and as McBride down with a rebound. And ORU in a little drought now after they scored 13 in about 90 seconds.
Yeah, almost 3 minutes now here without a bucket.
McBride rising up. That's off, and Arians runs it down.
That's not really the shot that's going to get you back in it. You got to work on it a little bit more than that. Get that ball moving.
Arians got going downhill. Blocked though. Bodies flying. DeShang Weaver with the block. Asmus at the other end can't get it down, and Charlie Easley comes away with it.
Great job by Mayo, just walling up there and not fouling.
Wilson out for the moment, and how about Matt Dentlinger? Again, 9 for Big Dent.
He has responded. Didn't start tonight. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field. Yeah, Oral Roberts has got to get back on track on this end. Get the ball moving. It's sticking a lot right now. Just a lot of one-on-one.
Woo, what a shot by Phipps on the finish. Shireman fires to Easley, who took the hang, and the hit is good for Charlie Easley.
That's all set up, though, by Shireman. Just a terrific passer. Put it right where it needed to be with a lot of zip. And Easley doing a great job getting through that ball screen. And that's really the story of the game right now, because SDSU's getting the ball out of Asmus's hands, and Oral Roberts is having to rely on other players to shoot a majority of those threes.
Arians attack again underneath. Shireman, shot clock at 5. He wants the screen from Dentlinger. McBride right with him, though. Shove off three, no good, and Kareem Thompson with the rebound.
Really good defense by McBride that time.
Thompson for three.
This is the Kareem Thompson that Oral Roberts has been desperately sinking this season, and he is keeping his team in it on the road here tonight with 17.
Easily threw it away, trying to lob it up there for Dentlinger, and three. Picked up his fourth foul with 14 minutes to go. Lotsis with the screen for Asmus. Kareem Thompson, 17 so far for ORU. Up over Arians and in, and Thompson ties it at 68.
Just a terrific game here. Well, it's become just a terrific rivalry in the Summit League. Not a natural rivalry, of course, due to geography maybe, but just because the teams have been so good against each other in well-played games.
Tied up with 3 to go. Shireman, they're trying to work on Lotsis, who's playing with 4 fouls. Shireman spins it in. He's got 16.
And they're going to continue to attack Lotsis inside when they can.
Asmus is giving it up fairly early, and they're getting it into the hands of Kareem Thompson. They're going to call a kick on Arians, who says he got it with the wrist, but shot clock at 20.
Now, this is a huge call, and he's exactly right. I mean, he stuck his foot out there, but it was his hand that hit it, and that would have been 2 points going the other way. Tough break that goes against the Jackrabbits. Look at Wilson, able to step out and show on that and switch the screen.
To Easley on the finish. Douglas Wilson with the steal and the assist.
That might be the defensive play of this game for SDSU if they go on to win.
Out on the switch again. Right back to Asmus. Takes a peek at the shot clock. Wilson trying to stick with him. Does. Thompson got by Arians. Out to Phipps. Shot clock at 3. That's long and did not.
Here's that matchup they've tried to attack. Lotsis with 4 fouls here.
Trying to goad him into a mistake, and Lotsis down with a rebound as well.
It's a big stop for Oral Roberts. They're still in this.
Lotsis to get him within 1 and can't quite do it. And Arians with the rebound, and SDSU can take it under a minute here. ORU 17 fouls.
You do not have to foul yet, but you've got to be really solid here if you're the Golden Eagles. Defensive stop, defensive board, get out and run. That's what you got to be thinking if you're Paul Mills on the sideline.
Shireman makes it a 6-point lead.
There's Wilson showing hard again. They're basically double teaming Asmus.
Tough 3 by Asmus. Knocked out by ORU with, or excuse me, Matt Mims just checked in.
You do not have this time if you're Oral Roberts. You got to go get the ball. This game will be over if you don't foul.
They're trying to come with a double team and create a turnover here, but
now your chance now if you're Oral Roberts is pressure here. Can you get a hand on it?
Asmus with the foul, so 1-and-1 coming for Alex Arians. This is SDSU's best free throw shooter at just under 90%.
This is totally the guy they want at the line, and it was well designed to get him the ball out on that out of bounds play.
Catches some iron, but good for Arians.
I mean, you're a 90% shooter. They don't all go in perfectly. If you're going to shoot 90%, he got that one to roll.
Shot clock is off, 25 seconds left. Arians makes it an 8-point lead. SDSU scored the last 8.
Just got to guard the arc now if you're the Jackrabbits.
Wilson might finish it off in style for SDSU. Phipps for 3, but it's still a 7-point game. 13 seconds to go, and the foul by McBride. Dougie Wilson, 18 points tonight.
Well, he just anticipated it so well, jumped out, used his size. And what a finish.
First time at the line tonight for Shireman. And he got them both. 20 for Shireman. McBride going to take the layup. Try and foul again, but Wilson chucked it up as he was going down. Jurgens with the foul, and it would have been the 10th team foul anyway.
SDSU's had to weather the storm. Oral Roberts brought it. And I think Oral Roberts really got back to being their identity more in the second half. You could see how good a team they can be offensively, Tom. I mean, they scored 44. There aren't very many teams that can come in here and score 44 and a half, but it's still not quite enough.
9 of 9 at the free throw line for Wilson. He's got 20. South Dakota State going to get out